Okay, I'm going on mute. Okay.
Shut up.
Okay, I'm good.
Okay, I'm good. Okay.
All right, so we're on to our second fight in the Cimmerian adventure. So Thomas is playing the Cimmerian Barbarian hero. He's still prowess 5. He's so far defeated his pack of wolves. And now he's facing a human guard. So over on this side of the table, this is now a one-on-one fight. He's facing a human warrior with prowess 3, using a sword, medium shield, hard leather armor, and he has a conical helmet as well. He's got 8 body, 4 fatigue, so a little bit more of a match for the Cimmerian, although the Cimmerian has significantly higher prowess, but just less armor, and he's fighting in the barbarian fashion. The other thing to note is because he's higher prowess, he's so much faster than the guard that he's fighting that he will have the initiative for speed. He's got 2 or more combat actions in his deck toward the other guy, and they've got equal length. So when you're faster than someone and you can't get longer than you or shorter than you, you're always going to have initiative on them for speed. So we're about to start our one-on-one. We're going to do that by each drawing our starting hand. I drew 7 cards, and we also pick up our combat action cards or combat tactics, rather, for footwork. Baron, remember, you're sitting this one out. You're not in this one. Okay, so I am going to...
Sorry, I lost a card. 1 second. The card I wanted. Oh, wait, there it is. I found it. 1 second.
All right.
Let's rotate. Oh, there it went. Oh, draw it.
This time I made my selections. Thomas wants to. I should talk through what his thinking is here. What are you planning on doing, Thomas? I've already made my decision, so you can just tell people what you're thinking.
So this is a guy with a shield and a sword and a helm, and he's a warrior, so he's Mr. Defensive. So he's got skills. He does not. He's not going to shy away, but neither am I. I'm going to be standing ground for sure. And yeah, nothing too crazy, but I think a deep slash is in order.
But he's going to go for his attack. He's standing ground, and is that a regular slash or a deep slash?
It's a deep slash. I'm rotating. Sorry.
Got it.
Oh, damn it!
We both did it.
Exactly.
All right. So he's got a slash attack, which is pretty good. It's not as deep a wound, but it's one of his advanced combat actions, so it's a pretty good attack. And standing ground, so not backing up, not moving in. And I've got a keep distance and shield parry, so I'm trying to back away from him and block his attack with my shield. So what has he got for his attack? He's got what is your deep slash card says +1 to hit, right?
That is correct.
And your prowess card says
+2 to hit.
And what does your sword say? Just +0?
My sword says +0, correct.
All right, so you got a total +3 total for you. Now I'm a warrior, which over here on my class card says -1 for all my active defenses. My shield parry card says -2 for the active defense itself. I get an additional -1 on an active defense with my medium shield. And he's also trying to slash against a man in hard leather armor, which is another -1. So we got a net. I've got a net of -5 to his +3. He's got a net of -2. You always start with an 11 needing to hit, so he's a 13 to hit me.
Here we go. See what happens.
Okay, he missed
and a 7.
That's a 3 and a 7. Yeah, so that. Not only is it a miss, it's a red 3. And if we look over at my shield parry card, you'll see that it says raw red 1 to 3, attacker bashed. It also says above that if he misses, the distance becomes short. and the initiative comes shortest. If I had a shorter weapon, that would mean I'd close inside on him because we're the same length. It's not going to change the initiative, but the distance between us is currently short, and he's bash. So he has to draw one of these purple bash cards over here off the top.
I am drawing it right now.
And because I bash him with the shield, not a weapon attack, it's going to be type O we're looking for on the card when he flips it over.
Rotating it first, sorry. 1 second. Flipping it. There we go. And okay.
All right.
Oops, here we go. Bash 1.
It says off balance, but it says slash, cut, and great blow. So if this had said O on it, he would have to, his next combat action would have to be a pause, and then he'd be able to discard this. But because O is not on this card, my shield doesn't do it. It doesn't apply. So he gets to just discard this right away without effect. So my shield parry just made him miss and close the distance a little. He still has the initiative on me. You can see how if that bash had worked, it would not be the initiative changing, but I'd have an opening to hit him while he was off balance. As it is, he's still the one who, if we both attack, his attack would go first because he's still faster than me.
Oh, this is bad. No, it's not bad. Could be better. Where's the button? Hang a moment. Yeah, so I'm thinking that this guy is going to be defending. So I am flipping to a pause.
And he anticipated correctly. I was doing a blade parry, so the blade parry doesn't do anything when he is pausing. So we're on to the next impulse.
Okay. And all right, so right. You ready there?
Yeah. What you're thinking?
My thinking is going full bore.
Yep. So he's doing a ferocious blow, his biggest attack on me, and I am pausing. So I have only got -1 from my armor and -1 from my passive shield as my defenses. He's got +2 because his ferocious blow is an all-out attack, and he's got +2 for his prowess. So he only needs a 9 to hit me.
Right. Finding the dice.
That's not the dice.
Sorry. Apologies. It's really small. Here we go. And rolling.
You only roll 1 die there. That's gotta roll them both.
Sorry, I thought I got both. Here we go. Roll option 1. Let's try this again. 2 dice highlighted. And rolling. I got an 8 and a 1. 9, I missed.
So it's a 9, but you did get a red 8 plus 1 for the ferocious blow is a red 9. And if you look at your sword card, it says 9 to W, 9 or 10 is a W. So that means he didn't hit me, so he didn't do his normal damage, but he does get to do his extra red damage for that W result. So he's going to do 2 damage to a glancing blow to me. However, I do have the hardened leather, which against the ferocious blow will reduce the damage by 1. So his glancing blow hits me for 1. I could take that first 1 as fatigue.
Correct.
So he didn't quite manage to connect there, but he did hit me, glance slightly enough to make me lose a fatigue. All right.
Okay. Interesting. Moving that stuff up. And if you're ready,
I'm ready.
So what I was thinking is he's been hoarding attacks, so I am defending her, sort of.
Yep. Well, I got a slash, so you picked right. So your blade parry says -2, and your prowess is another -2. So you got 4 defense total. My slash says +1, and there's nothing else going on my side, so I've got -3 total. I need a 14 to hit you. I'm rolling. And I miss
Ooh.
with a red 1. Now, the blade parry says that if he makes me miss, the initiative state goes to fastest fighter. That's going to give him the initiative regardless. And it also said raw red die 1 to 4 attacker pauses. So he not only made me miss, he forces me to pause. I can just put it on the table. He knows I'm pausing because he's got an opening for a riposte while I'm out of position after his blade parry.
All right.
If he's got to attack, he should use it. He can't use a ferocious blow though, because ferocious blows can't be used immediately after an active defense.
That's true.
What you got?
Ready. Clicking the button to flip it. Sorry. I got a deep slash on you.
Okay, and I've got a pause. So my pause is minus against the slash. My armor is 1, and my shield is 1. I've got 2. He's got 2 for his prowess, 1 for his slash. He needs a 10.
Yep, that sounds right. And rolling right now. And we got a
Baron, can you move your hand?
9 and a 5.
Red 9, right?
Red 9 and a white 5.
And the red 9 is not modified by a deep slash. An ordinary slash gets -1 to that, and it would have reduced it. But as it is, he got a red 9 and a hit. Red 9 is a W with his sword. Correct. So he's doing his normal 6 plus the 2 red, so that's 8. My armor is reducing it to 7. But I've got to take the other 7. I could take 1 as fatigue, but I've got to take the other 6 as body, which is going to drop me to 2. He did a red W on me that did at least 2 damage, so I have to draw a wound card for that. And then I also have to draw another wound card because he knocked me below 50% of my body. So I'm drawing 2 wound cards, and he's going to get to pick one of these to try to put on me. So his choices are bruised, where slash does not apply, or what? Are they both bruised?
Are they?
They are both bruised.
Oh man, you lucked out.
Yep, neither of those apply. So
wow.
Slashes don't have the greatest wound effects, but in that case, it would have to be like a cut or a smack for a great blow to a ferocious blow would have done it too. Let's make sure we shuffle these. All right, so he did drop me to 2 body, and we're on the last impulse of the first round.
I am flipping and not flipping. I'm rotating. Sorry, here we go. Rotating to the right, I think. Yeah, there we go. So I'm thinking, pedal of the metal. So I am doing a wonderful thrust.
Okay, he's got a thrust. Because I'm trying to attack 2, I don't get my passive shield, but I do get my armor. My armor against the thrust is -1. Yep. So, and his thrust card says -1. Those 2 are going to cancel with his prowess. He needs an 11 to hit me with that thrust.
Yep. Hitting the button and nope, missed by 1, but with a white 10.
Yeah, a white 10, right? A red 2 becomes red 3, and that's done doing nothing. So he missed me. Because he missed me, I get to attack him back. All right, so I've got just -1 for my thrust card, nothing else. I need a 12 to hit him. $13 with a red 8. So red 8 becomes red 9 with a thrust. So that's a red hit from me too, which means I'm doing 8 damage to him. He doesn't have any armor on, so he's taking 1 fatigue and 7 body. So I got him back.
I'm zooming in, so I have 14 bodies, so now I'm down to 7.
Yep.
This guy up here, and that is a wound.
It's going to be 2 wound cards because it's 2 wound cards, 1 for the W and 1 for the dropping you to half. So he's drawing 2 wound cards and 1 body too. Did you do the one? Sorry, 1 fatigue too. Did you do that one?
I have not done the fatigue yet. Give me a second. 1 second.
Right. And here we're looking for type TH from a thrust rather than type SL for his hard slash.
I'm pulling the 1 fatigue down.
Yeah, that's
2 down. There we go.
Okay.
All right.
So what do I get for my wound cards on this guy?
Just choice number 1. And
Slight bleeding. And the slight bleeding doesn't apply on that one. And the other one?
I'm clicking.
Moderate arm wound. Again, thrust does not apply. So he got lucky.
Yeah, he did.
No progressive damage from these. Often you can get a thrust that goes to the core of the body and can give really nasty progressive damage or other debilitating things. But in this case, he lucked out. He's dropped a half, but he's up. And then that was the fixed impulse of the round. So we end the round. We each lose a fatigue at the end of the round.
Yep.
I'm now at 1 fatigue. If I go to 0 fatigue, I'll be tired, which means I'll do minus red damage. My attacks will get weaker. But I've got 1 left at the moment.
Oh wait, sorry, I screwed that up.
What'd you draw?
I forgot to turn in the other cards. Give me a second.
You can keep the movement tactics. You just have to turn in the one card you had last turn. What did you have left over?
There was a pause.
Okay, so just drop 1 pause and you're good. You don't have to turn it over.
Oh, okay. So, 1.
Yep. All right. And we're also drawing our movement tactics again because new round we get to do footwork again.
Right. And so, right, we're both a little beat up.
I've got my cards out, so let us know your thinking, Thomas.
Right. I am currently making my selections, make my movement tactic, which I will get to in a moment. And making my first impulse selection, also flipping that, and making my selection. So what I'm thinking, sure. So what I'm thinking is, I'm not happy, but I think I still okay. So how do I flip both these at the same time? Second, I'm thinking that I'm just gonna try to avoid this guy. Here we go. And so I'll do one at a time. I'm pausing, but I'm also
keep a distance.
Yep.
All right. Well, I'm closing and slashing, so I'm chasing after him. So the close versus keep distance will mean that it won't get any farther away, and the slash versus his pause, he's not going to have any extra defense. I'm going to have +1 to hit for my slash. I only need a 10 to hit him.
Yep.
And I got a 16. The red 7. The red 7 becomes a red 6 because of the flash. It doesn't do anything extra. My sword has to have a modified red 8 to 10 to do anything special. But it's still a full hit on him, which is going to do 6 damage. He's going to take 1 fatigue and 5 body.
He's almost dead. He's down to 2 body.
Yeah, so you can mark the fatigue down to 3 and the body down to 2. We're both at 2 body. Next solid hit will win the fight.
Dragging out. 1 second. Here we go. So my thought is that I got nothing to lose, so full board.
He's got a ferocious blow. I've got a pause. So I've got a -2 defense for my armor and shield. He's got +4 attack. He needs a 9 to hit me.
Hitting the roll button.
And you got a 5. He missed.
Yep. Nope, missed. Yep.
All right.
All right.
Weathered that one.
Yep. Right. Danger.
What you got?
It sucks being not in armor. I am ready and defending with a
Okay.
blade parry.
All right. Well, I've got a thrust, so I am attacking. He's got 2 for his blade parry and 2 for his prowess for a total of 4 defense. I got -1 for the thrust, so that's 5 total. So I need a 16 to hit him. If I can get a 16, I'll take him out.
Yep.
And I got a 14. But I did get a red 8, which becomes a red 9, which is going to do 2 damage to him, 1 + 1 with a glancing blow.
Which
You're in
makes
armor.
you tired and
No,
at one
no.
body.
No, you have 3 fatigue.
Oh, I have 2.
You have 2 body and 3 fatigue. You're looking at mine.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you're down to 1 body and 2 fatigue. I was about to explain. If you're in reasonable armor, those glancing blows won't do any damage to you. But when you're in no armor, even the glancing blows can do a little bit. So I didn't actually hit him, but I got a high red die result. The glancing blow did 1 + 1.
Not good.
Whenever you're ready.
Right. So, not have a very good hand. So, we're making the best of the opportunity and dodging.
Okay. I got a pause. I anticipated him trying to defend there.
Choices. Here we go.
All right. I'm ready. What do you got?
So I thought with a thin slate of options, I would pause.
Yep. I paused too. We got 1 more impulse left in the round.
All right. Choosing all of the best of the worst options, and I am defending.
Defending. All right, so I paused again. I only had another pause. That round I had 2 attacks and 5 pauses, so I didn't have a lot of options. That's why I waded in and did that slash first, and I managed to tag him with it. He managed to block my only other attack, although I still got the glancing blow on him, so I'm pretty happy with what I managed to do with that hand. He didn't have a great hand either. One of the features of this 25 card deck is so you're drawing 7 at a time. Over 3 or 4 rounds, you'll draw your whole deck, so your good and bad luck will even out. We each lose a fatigue at the end of the round. He's got 1 left, so he's still not tired. I'm at 0, so I'm tired. That means I'll do minus red damage every time I hit, but we're so low in body, the next hit's going to finish somebody off anyway. Right?
Yeah, give me. Sorry, I had a cat attacking me.
Sure.
Here we go. Okay, so I've got my 7. I need to pull my choice for tactical maneuver back. Give me a second. My choices. Backing them off before I reveal.
So far, the warrior here has been hit once really hard, but it didn't do progressive damage to him, so he's still in the fight at 2. He's managed to hit the Cimmerian, higher prowess Cimmerian twice. and a glancing blow once. So they're toe to toe, middle of the ring, pottering. The benefit that the Cimmerian has right here is he's faster, so they both attack. His goes first. Pretty big advantage in this situation.
And he's attacking.
I know.
So in this case, he used standing ground and
Ferocious blow. And I am keeping distance and shield parrying. Against that initiative, I'm a warrior. My strength is defense. I'm going to try to see if I can hit him on the back blow if I manage to bash him or something. So he's got +2 for his ferocious blow and +2 for his prowess. That's 4. I've got 2 for my parry, 1 for my warrior class, 1 for my shield, 1 for my armor. That's 5. So he needs a 12 to hit me.
Right.
My strongest suit against him, but he still needs 45% chance to take me out.
Be a dice roll. You got a 14, 7 and 7.
14 is enough to hit me.
Blammo.
So he's going to do, he actually would do a bash and 6 damage, 5 damage after the armor. And I don't have any fatigue left, so he knocks me to -3 and takes me out.
Right.
Well done, Thomas. That's a wrap on the first round. And that because he got through the whole first era, he's going to get to level up for the second era. In the second era, he's got to take on 2 swordsmen like this. He's going to have some extra abilities when he does it. He's going to get a better sword. He's going to increase his prowess, which is going to give him an 8-card hand. He's going to get a couple of extra abilities like sure-footed, which lets him shrug off bash results, and I think he's an all-year strength, which lets him add red damage on a hit once a fight. So he's going to have some extra abilities. But in his next fight, he's going to have to take on 2 guards like this in going into Era 2. So that's it for a wrap. But the Cimmerian has made it through Era 1. Because he makes it through Era 1, he does get to completely heal up for the next fight. He won't get to heal up between the third and fourth, though, because that's trying to clear a single location. All right, hope that was interesting.